Hey there YouTube, this is Vargas XX78, yet again here with a collection pickup video. It's been actually I don't know how long it's been since I posted the last video, but I've gotten a lot of really neat stuff. Not a lot of video games still, but just enough to make it interesting. Some movies, and two really cool collectibles, well I think they're really cool, that I want to share with you guys. So let's get started. First off, I can't make one of these videos without talking about my favorite magazine. You know me, guys, I love singing the praise of this. And this is Club Nintendo, the October edition. Here we have a talk on Kirby's Epic Yarn, which is an upcoming game that I'm really looking forward to. On the cover, we have NBA Jam, the remake made out by EA. And we have a special section dedicated to Halloween or things Halloween-ish, since this is the October issue. Let's skip to that. We have Un Vistazo Japón, which talks about the live-action Blood the Last Vampire movie. I don't know if you guys seen the anime, but the anime is really, really cool. It's really dark and it's just awesome. Haven't seen the TV series. I'm still trying to track that down. But after reading this section, I want to track down the live-action movie. And El Ojo del Cuervo talks about the Tekken live-action movie, and pretty much says that this is the modern-day Street Fighter 2. Some characters are poorly cast, some characters are misused, just very bad. And we have their special section on ghosts. Specifically, the origins of ghosts, what it is, what people think it is. And since this is Club Nintendo, they talk about ghosts in video games, like in Ghosts and Goblins, and Super Ghouls and Ghosts. Casper, they had a Super Nintendo game. Geist, Calling, Luigi's Mansion, which a lot of people say it's a kiddie game, but I personally liked. The Ghostbusters video game, the Ghost from Pac-Man, and the Ghost with the Most, Beetlejuice, who had an NES game. So all in all, a really, really good magazine, and a really good issue. Okay, moving on. Picked up some video games, not a lot, but some. Like I said, just enough to keep me entertained. Picked up Super Sprint by Tengen. Tengen is a company, I don't know, well, I hope you guys know, that dedicated itself to porting arcade games and Atari games on the NES. This one it's a racing game, kind of like RC Pro-Am, but not as good. You do control, your car in this very limited area. RC Pro-Am kicks this out of the water, but it's fun in small doses. Picked up an unlicensed game, King of Kings, the earlier. This is a Wisdom Tree game, and it's unlicensed for a reason, people. This is a bad, bad game. Not much to say about it. I recommend you watch the Nerds video on unlicensed Bible games to get a better idea, but I decided to give it a chance, and yeah, I'm glad I got it, but it's not good. Picked up Platoon on the NES, made by Sunsoft. This is a really okay game. It actually controls a little bit like Friday the 13th, but you actually have a useful weapon, and you go around shooting people, and after, you can take 3 hits, or you walk into a landmine, you're dead. But it's an okay game. Now, I'm a huge Castlevania fan, and when I saw this game, I thought it might be a Castlevania clone. It's Castle Quest, made by a company called Nextsoft, sorry. And it has nothing to do with Castlevania, actually. You control this guy that has to go around. I would actually compare it more to Bugs Bunny Crazy Castle. But, I got it for a good price, so I'm not complaining too much. Now, I picked up one NES game. Now, and this NES game has a story. Ever since I've tried to build up my library, there are 4 games, that's right, 4, that I never thought I would find. That's Super Mario RPG, Super Metroid, uh, Chrono Trigger, and the next one. And so far, I've been lucky enough to find all 4 of them. But the last one of that list is Super Castlevania 4. I've not been able to find this game, and I did. I actually paid a little bit more than I would have liked, but I don't regret it. Super Castlevania 4 is an incredible game. The soundtrack, the graphics, that stage where everything, like switches and you have to use your whip to hang on. It's just a awesome game. A lot of people say that Symphony of the Night is their favorite Castlevania game, but for me, it's a tie between Super Castlevania and Dracula's Curse. Those are my favorite Castlevania games. So I'm really happy I found this. Now, Blockbuster, but they still had some deals. I was able to get some movies, but 2 games I picked up on that Blockbuster sale, and that's Spectrobes. Club Nintendo mentioned that the Wii version of Spectrobes is really fun and cool, and the second one, but since I saw this one cheap and it's the first one in the series, I decided to give it a chance, and it works that you pick up fossils and you bring them back to life and level them up, and they actually help you on the field to fight other enemies. So far I've gotten, sorry, not that far into it, but I'm liking it. The graphics are cool. Story, not much of a story here, but the concept is pretty cool. So I will definitely pick up the Wii version and the second one. And my last game, I picked up La Pucelle Tactics. Game Informer, I actually read this one in Game Informer that it was pretty cool. It's made by NIS. Sorry about that. And it's a strategy game. Yeah, you're a devil hunter or demon hunter, but you can actually recruit demons to help you out. It has a very cartoon style, but I'm really liking. I haven't played this one too much, so I haven't gotten very far. But so far, I'm digging it. Now I picked up some movies. Some of them are from that Blockbuster sale. Others are from Swap Meets. This one I actually got as a gift, and I don't know if it was as a joke because everyone that knows me knows I hate. I don't. Well, hate's a too strong word. I dislike Jennifer Lopez and avoid anything with her in it. But I got this as a gift. I guess whoever saw it cheap, thought I might like it. I haven't watched it. And a Swap Meet I picked up When Harry Met Sally. I think I've only seen this movie once, and it's considered by a lot of people as the greatest, well, one of the greatest romantic comedies. And I saw it again, and yeah, that statement holds up. It really is a really good movie. Picked up 1,000,000 Years BC with Rachel Welch there. This movie is not scientifically accurate. It has cavemen living alongside dinosaurs and giant lizards and stuff. The effects are pretty cheesy, but they have a really cool sequence by Ray Harryhausen, who made Clash of the Titans effects. So yeah, it's an I saw this once as a kid and I thought it was cool. And just like Logan's Run, you have to sit and watch it. It's really cheesy, but in a fun way. And I got these are the movies I picked up at Blockbuster. Picked up Hot Fuzz, proudly stating that a new comedy from the guys that created Shaun of the Dead, and I loved Shaun of the Dead. It starts up pretty slow, but once it gets near the end, damn, it really picks up, and it's just wow. It really is a good movie. Definitely recommend it. Picked up Tomorrow Never Dies. Really surprised I don't own any of the Pierce Brosnan James Bond movies. I really like Pierce Brosnan as James Bond, and my favorite Pierce Brosnan movie still is GoldenEye. GoldenEye is definitely the best one, but Tomorrow Never Dies is okay. And picked up my favorite Pierce Brosnan movie, The World Is Not Enough. I can't explain it, but I just like this one a lot better. My least favorite one would be the one he did with Halle Berry. Just something about that movie I didn't like that much. I was in the mood for some horror since Halloween is coming up, so I picked up uh, I Know What You Did Last Summer. It's pretty good. It's good because it stars Sarah Michelle Gellar and Jennifer Love Hewitt. And back in the day, I really had a thing for Jennifer Love Hewitt. Yeah, and it's an okay movie. It's a Scream clone, but it it works. And I got the sequel. I Still Know What You Did Last Summer, and it's not a good sequel, but again, it stars Jennifer Love Hewitt. Yeah. And I picked up another sequel. Picked up The Grudge 2. I actually do like the first one a lot better, but this one, it does have its moments, especially with that freaky haired, big eyed ghost. And there's something about this thing I don't get. It was established that if you enter the house, the ghost will come after you, but then it skips through phones because someone that was in the house called someone, and then it gets the guy that was in the house, but then it gets the person that he called. I don't get that. It's just how high tech of the ghost, I guess. It's an okay movie, but not the best one. Now this one, that blockbuster sale, and it's Battlestar Galactica season 2.5. Now here in Mexico, we don't get sci-fi, so I missed out on this one. I remember the old one, and I thought those cyclones were really cool. The robots that had that kid light in their face. And after watching some episodes from Battlestar Galactica, this series, I gotta track down the other ones. I really liked it, and they got me hooked. I'm really glad I picked up this. And the last movie I picked up at Swap Meet, and that's Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. This is without a doubt my favorite Harry Potter movie. It's one of the darker movies. It started the darker theme, but I thought the Dementors were really cool. It has a werewolf. Just this one is my favorite Harry Potter movie. Definitely. And like I said, I've been trying to avoid buying the Harry Potter movies because I know there's gonna come out. Once it's all done, they're gonna come out with a complete perfect edition. But since I already bought the Chamber of Secrets and this one was at a really good price, I decided, what the heck, I'm gonna go for the individual ones. And this is the 2-disc edition, so yeah. The last two things I picked up, I love the Star Wars movie. The Star Wars movies, especially Return of the Jedi, I think are some of the best movies out there. And video games. I really dig the Star Wars video games. Merchandising, I've tried to avoid it because I already collect a lot of stuff. I don't, I want to start collecting Star Wars merchandise. I do have some action figures here and there. But I don't know what it is. Lately, I've been finding a lot of really cool Star Wars stuff. Like, I found those lightsabers. And my two new purchases, I just couldn't resist buying them. And I got them at a really nice price. And they're these Star Wars helmets. I picked up Darth Vader because I picked up last pickup the lightsaber, and it works perfectly. Let me just. And of course,
Don't make them destroy you. Your powers are weak.
And it has a microphone here, so when you press this button, it actually alters your voice. So now that I have a really cool lightsaber, and now that I have a really cool helmet, this year I'm gonna go, I'm gonna dress up as Darth Vader. And I picked up this Clone Trooper helmet, which also works.
And then ships are holding at a safe distance. Green light! Go!
But a Clone Trooper is a lot harder to make a costume out of, so this year I'm going with Vader. But yeah, I really dug those helmets. And I got them at a really good price because I bought both of them from that lady. So yeah, really neat. But that's it, guys. And these are my pickups for this video. A lot of neat things here and there, and those two things which, Really glad I got them. But in the meantime, guys, or at least until I post another video, this is Vargas XX78 signing off.